Oceans cover 71% of the Earth's surface. Our planet's oceans are vast, powerful, and largely unexplored. But most of all, they're delicate. Ocean acidification is the process in which CO2 contamination leads to a change in the pH level of the water. This affects everything, from plankton, coral reefs, small fish, big fish, seals, sharks, whales, and especially us. When we produce CO2, whether it's out of a car or a factory, less than half of it actually leaks into the atmosphere, while 26% of it ends up in the oceans. The other 28% is absorbed by plants. Once in the ocean, the CO2 dissolves into carbonic acid, and this does a few things. First of all, it messes with the ocean's pH level, and it stunts the growth of some very important organisms. The pH level of the ocean has been a consistent 8.2 for the past 300 million years. The ocean today is slightly more acidic at 8.1, and it's projected to be down to 7.7 by 2100. In just 2 centuries, we've seen a 25% increase in acidity. So why is this a problem? Well, an excess of CO2 leads to an excess of hydrogen ions and carbonic acid in the water, as well as less carbonate atoms available for the organisms that need them. A ton of these crucial smaller animals will rely on these carbonate atoms as a way to grow and build up their shells. Take the pteropod, for example. Ocean acidification has already significantly disturbed this species' development. Pteropods are nearly at the bottom of the food chain already, feeding on only microscopic plankton. Acidic ocean water prevents them from building strong shells and reaching full size. It can also break down their shells, eventually killing them off. This is bad news. Guess who depends on the pteropods for food? Small fish. Guess who depends on small fish for food? Big fish. And guess who depends on the big fish for food? Seals, sharks, dolphins, and you guessed it, humans. But wait, there's more! The oceans can only take so much CO2, and as it is, they absorb 2.5 million pounds of CO2 per year. Eventually, the oceans won't be able to hold anymore, and all of that excess CO2 is going to accelerate climate change even faster. Wait, just a second. Did I say 2.5 million pounds of CO2 per year? I'm sorry, my apologies. The real number is 2.5 billion tons of CO2 per year. That is 2 million times more than the first estimate. And I don't even have time to explain coral bleaching. So why isn't anything getting done? I'm sure you're getting tired of being told to take climate change seriously. Yeah, you already know. That's why you're here. The next step comes with policy. We need to set better rules to what governments and businesses can and can't do to our planet. This means electing officials that see climate change for the threat that it is and have a legitimate plan to help stop it. It's also important to learn as much as you can, inform others, and acknowledge when misinformation is being thrown around. Our oceans may be large, but when it comes to protecting them, we need to pay special attention to the little ones first.